Is in the building, baby. What's going on, my peeps, my peoples? What's popping? What's happening? How you guys doing? How you guys feeling? What's going on? Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta season 10 episode 3. Let's just get into the situation. I was like, Lord have mercy, what is really going on? Did Yandy abandon Infinity? Was Infinity wrong, or was she just in love, baby, and she was kind of all messed up in the head, and baby, that hindered her meal ticket in a warm bed? Like, what's going on in that situation? Ooh wee. And Safaree looks like he definitely don't want no kids at all, point blank, period. And he really just wants to live his life single. And, he got one kid and that was cool enough and it's hard and difficult. But having another child, like shit, he didn't care how Erica felt at all. He was just feeling a certain type of way. Like if she trapped him, I was like, damn, he's feeling a whole certain type of way. I was like, Lord have mercy, if you feel that way, Safaree, why didn't you wrap up? Why didn't you know when she was ovulating? Why didn't you know anything that was going on with her, baby? And you didn't even know that she was 23 weeks pregnant. He was like, this is how distant that we are. I mean, he was out there talking to Scrappy, talking about he wanted to have a vasectomy, baby. He talk about he really don't want to have no more kids. Then why didn't you strap up? Like, Lord, And then we got, Miss Karlie Redd. She comes in there and she is showing off Lamar Odom like eye candy, baby. And soon she's going to rip him to shreds and rip him to pieces. He gonna wish he ain't never met up with Karlie Redd because basically she done blew his spot up. I don't know how anybody getting any money from him when, the car dealership is looking for a car payment on his Chevy, core that is, an SUV from 2017, and they're talking about he missed all these payments and they want to sue him. Like, Lord, I guess Karlie Redd was like, I can just use you for your name. And she's like, I ain't had sex with him. That's the same thing she said that she didn't have sex with Caesar from Black Ink Crew, baby. And she got another business and another restaurant every season. She got a new business. Do they ever last? Or any of them still moving on? Or does any of them bring any profit? Like, what's going on in this situation? Hey sis, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? What's good with you? Hey Miss T, how you doing? Hey Shaquita, how you doing? What's going on? I'm just like, Lord have mercy, like this is a crazy situation. Like this is ooh. And Scrappy's having problems too. Scrappy and B&B better get it together. They better stop with all this shenanigans and all this other stuff. They better work this situation out for real. So let's just talk about it. I'm just like, damn, like they doing it like that. I'm just like, So we have Mendeecees. He is throwing, Yandy a birthday party, baby. And he is happy about the situation. I don't know if Mendeecees really liked Infinity, because I don't think Mendeecees' mother really liked Infinity. And she said a lot of negative things about Infinity too as well. And plus, he never got a chance to bond with her because he was behind bars. And she was there keeping Yandy company. Now, once, Mr. Mendeecees come back in the picture, homegirl gotta go. But in any event, it seems like Yandy and Mendeecees are on a good start. They was on couples therapy or couples whatever show with couples retreats, and now they're on, they got their YouTube channel, they got their Instagram page, and now they're on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They even moved to Atlanta, so the guys, are there for Mendeecees and Yandy because it's a party for her birthday party. And basically Safaree and Scrappy are basically, bonding over, them having difficulties in their marriage. I was like, Lord have mercy. Scrappy's out here talking about he's a good man. He cook, he clean, he opened the door, he fixed Bambi breakfast and all things of that nature. Safaree's looking like I don't do shit like that. I guess Safaree was spoiled rotten. Kurt ain't saying shit. He done went through it, been through all that situation. He just keeping his mouth closed. He's keeping it good. And basically you got Scrappy just saying about Bambi. Bambi is being controlling. Bambi don't want him out here in these streets working. That don't make no sense. She just probably wants you to spend some more time with her, showing some more love and be more attentive to her too as well, and let her know she is the only one, and get a babysitter to bring her out to your shows too as well, because she wanted to be a part of the spotlight. She wanted to do music too, and now you're doing music and she's stuck in the house with baby after baby, but that's the life that she chose. So but she put herself on the back burner for you, Scrappy. You're gonna have to put yourself on the back burner too. What's going on, Pamela? How you doing? So you got a whole lot going on in that situation. I was like, Lord have mercy. So Scrappy basically saying Bambi don't want him to get a check. She don't want him to be out here getting any money at all. I was like, Lord, and when it comes to, Erica Mena, she's feeling a certain type of way. She's looking at everybody else and what they're doing and what they got. And she basically want part of that too, because she thinks that everybody man is better than hers, and they might be. Oh, I guess so, because they was all I guess so, because you tried to get a court order to bar Safaree for being in the delivery room. Lord have mercy, they was welcome into their delivery room. So yes, you guys got a whole type of different relationship. But Erica Mena and Safaree going out, this is the first time that they've been out in a long time. They haven't been doing shit together, so now they're feeling good to be around other couples and people in relationships and things of that nature. And you have Mendeecees pulling out the chair for Yandy, being a gentleman and things like that. He better be a gentleman, baby. He's been gone for a long time and she's been handling business. He better not get out here and disrespect her. He did a little bit, when he was on couples retreat, when he said that he probably wouldn't do the same thing for Yandy if she was locked up. And we all know that, very rarely you will find a man that will be faithful. And the only one that I know of is, Papoose. Papoose is the only one that I know of, with Remy Ma. Other than that, I ain't never seen no man be faithful, unless you want to talk about, love after lockup. And then you have Bambi. She's feeling a certain type of way. And so basically she's saying, look at my husband out here embellishing. Basically she get breakfast every now and then and things of that nature. So it seems like they're kind of like split a little bit. They got little small problems, but if they will both cater to one another, even when they don't want to, things will work out. I don't see it being that bad, but don't get Momma Dee in the business. And then you have Miss Rasheeda's feeling a certain type of way. Rasheeda basically saying these kids and their problems, they got little baby problems, they got little kids problem. They don't have real problems. They're just being married. She was basically saying Safaree and Erica Mena, and also when it comes to Bambi and Scrappy and the rest of them, that y'all are doing too much, because it ain't that serious. She was like, y'all still got milk on y'all titties, and basically saying y'all ain't been to nothing much. You got baby problems. Rasheeda was like, I've been through hell and back, and I got a baby to prove it. I was like, Lord have mercy. And Yandy, she gets a nice little core for her birthday. I was like, go ahead, Yandy. She got a big ass body core. For real, Safaree is all talk and needs to grow up. They stay with the drama. Yes, they do. Shaquita, yes, they do. Pam and Miss T. Their faces are priceless. I know. Pamela, I guess as long as these lady popping out babies, these men have no problem. They need to start wrapping it up and using protection, baby. Especially if they don't want no kids. What's going on, LSW? How you doing? What's going on, Darnell Jenkins? Bambi and Scrappy, baby number 3. I know they got a bunch of babies, baby. Miss T, love after lockup is a whole kiki. I know. I'm going to catch up on that, I believe, Wednesday, because I want to see it. Because I'm seeing all, the commercials come on and the little things that they do afterwards. And I'll be watching Growing Up Hip Hop. I was like, this looks off the chain. But in any event, we have, Karlie Redd. She's in the building. But she's in the building, and she got another business, another restaurant, and basically she's talking about dating none other than Lamar Odom. Basically, Lamar Odom was somebody to bring on the show with a big name that been popping. He just dropped a book. He used to be with the Kardashian. He used to be with Khloe. He was out there with Sabrina Paul. She just got robbed at Diddy's party, and he just had a celebrity boxing match. So basically his name is still ringing bells out here in these streets, and plus he's a legend in the basketball game and the NBA. So you know what, Karlie Redd was like, let me come through with this man. I know after 2 of the 3 minutes, or at least 5 minutes, Karlie Redd knew he ain't got no money. Karlie Redd just wanted to use him for his name, baby. Karlie didn't want no relationship with him. Karlie never wants any relationship with any of the guys that she's really with, that she brings on the show, other than Mo. I can't believe she married Mo, and Mo was a whole robber, a whole stealer, a whole fraud, and she was profiting off of that situation too as well. But he also was abusive, and you can tell that she was going through some shit when she was with Mo. So basically, Karlie Redd is basically trying to say that she just wants to be friends with him, that she ain't sleeping with him. Same thing she did with Caesar. She's recycling storylines, but she brought a big name because Lamar, he still ring bells, Lamar Odom, Lord have mercy. I don't even want to get into it. And so, basically out to dinner, they at Karlie Redd's restaurant. He likes her macaroni and cheese. And basically Karlie Redd is asking him, we're dating, we ain't having sex. She wanted to make that clear that she ain't having sex. She's looking for a friend, and basically she's calling Lamar Odom spoiled. And, Lamar Odom basically says to her, you got to put up some boundaries. And basically in Karlie Redd fashion, she says, okay, the boundary is you can't sleep with nobody. I was like, Lord have mercy. She said you can't sleep with nobody else, even though she ain't giving him no nook, allegedly, that he can't sleep with nobody else. And then she asks him, what would you do differently in this relationship than the other relationships? And Lamar Odom said some real shit. He said, I wouldn't move so fast. I wouldn't, jump too quick and make life-changing decisions without really thinking about it or pondering on it. And so, you got that situation. Lamar Odom is still going through some things. He's not all the way together. He's not all the way straight. He got problems. He got issues. He got addiction, and that shit is real. He almost lost his life. He better thank God that he's here and basically try to kiss the ground that he walks on and try to do better, baby, because we're losing too many people through drug addiction. You know what I mean? So in any event, he don't really want to talk about his exes like Sabrina Paul, and he don't want to talk about Khloe Kardashian right now because he don't want to give no light to the situation. But in any event, we got Safaree. He is on stage. He's popping. He got that hot ass fur coat on the stage. It's making me hot. It's making, I just feel like I'm about to bust out in a sweat. He got his boy up there, with the fur coat on too as well. Scrappy's out there rapping. And you know what? It was nice that Safaree came through to support, Scrappy, because Scrappy got a new song out and shit like that. So they handling their business on stage and doing the damn thing. And so they're having a good time. And then Scrappy and Safaree gets into a conversation. And basically, Scrappy is letting us know that, usually, his wife is standing next to him, Bambi, but she doesn't want him out here performing or on stage or doing anything of that nature. Is it because of COVID? Are you just saying that she's jealous and she's insecure? She knows you need to go out there and make money. So is it COVID that she's scared that you might bring something back home? Because I believe this is before the vaccine was out. So that could be the situation. Or she could basically be like, I'm stuck at home with these 3 kids, baby, and I need some help and some attention and some love and affection too as well. But at the same time, you ain't gonna be living in that nice house if he ain't out there making that money. Because I have no idea till to this day what Bambi does for a living. I think she's a stay-at-home mom. So she's a stay-at-home mom. Let him be out there working dad. But Scrappy's saying that he be out here in these streets, and she probably knows her husband better enough. He plays too much out here in these streets. He might end up playing with the wrong girl or the wrong woman or doing something that he don't supposed to do, and it hit the blogs. But I think Scrappy kind of matured a little bit, so I don't know if he gonna catch himself out there like that. Like, Lord, Yeah, I know. You can definitely tell Lamar is not as sharp as he used to be, Miss T. They do look really sway. Was these filming in the summertime in Georgia? Yes, they do. Scrappy look like Scrappy. Yes, he does. Hey, many times Karlie's trying to not to end up broke. Yeah, yeah, she ain't trying to end up broke. Point blank. Period. She didn't want no Lamar Odom. That was just for a storyline. You know, Cardi comes with a different dude every season, and if she don't have one, she would chase down Jock and mess with his relationship. you know how Cardi gets down. And so basically you get to Safaree. Safaree is basically feeling like, oh my God, this is just it. He hasn't been on stage in a long time. And Safaree basically is like, this is the life. This is what I want to do. This is everything. Who says life is not a music video? Who said life is not partying? Who said life is not having fun? So, basically he wants it to be all about him. He's loving the life, and he has to find a way to love what he does for a living and love his family as well and put them on a higher pedestal than what he wants to do. So he has to humble himself down and realize how important his family is, because your family always supposed to come before work or your career. Sometimes you might just lose them. Thank you so much, LSW. I appreciate that. And so I'm just like, Lord have mercy, what is going on? And so we got Scrappy, he's doing his thing and he is complaining, but he does have an album coming out. And then we have Safaree basically let us know that he wants to have a vasectomy. He don't want to have no another baby. He don't want to have no another child. He don't want none of that situation. He wants to be done with all that. I was like, damn, so he ain't gonna be too happy. But also keep in mind that this could be a storyline where Safaree's out here basically pretending that he does not want another child. Then Erica is 23 weeks pregnant and he don't know, and Erica don't know that she's pregnant at the same damn time. And it's all being filmed. This is miraculously everything that's happening is being filmed right now. And then Safaree's out there in Jamaica. It looks like this is he was out in Jamaica when Erica and their son was in the hospital. Logan, I believe that's his name. It looks like he was out there doing business. It looked like he was out there making money, because who else is making money? Erica ain't gonna be out here in these streets unless she's making money while she's sitting pretty or she got investments. But in anything else, they need cash coming in. You see that property that they have a huge property with a pool bill, a water bill, lawn bill, car insurance, motorcycle, bikes insurance, Bentley insurance, Benz insurance, house insurance, and all types of maids and shit like that. That house is huge. Somebody, and then COVID was here, so a lot of things were closed in Atlanta, so it is what it is. I was like, But Scrappy got some music out. But Scrappy do have a song out with his Momma Dee. Where's Momma Dee? Where's Momma Dee, baby? So we get on to Yung Baby Tate. Yung Baby Tate is out with Guap 4000. He is liking the situation. He want to hit it, have fun with it. He don't want to be serious. He wants to be on TV with her. She doing something. So, he didn't bring shit. It didn't look like he brought shit to the beach. Did he bring any weed? Did he bring any liquor? Did he bring a towel? Did he bring some soap? Did he bring some freaking water? Did he bring a bag? It looked like she done packed the whole car up to have this picnic for him. What did he bring? What did he contribute? That's himself. And now he's being filmed too as well. So basically she's doing too much and he feel like she too needy. And basically you need to let this man miss you. And if he want to act like he want this one and that one, believe him and move on, girl. Keep a friendship with him at the same time. But you cursing him out in front of his friends or acting like it bothers you, that only fuels it more, where he feel like, oh, you soft, I can get over on you. I need somebody that is different. Like, she's doing everything that she's supposed to. She's being a nice woman. She's being sweet. She ain't cussing his ass out. She ain't loud. She ain't obnoxious. She ain't broke. She don't got a bunch of kids. She's driving a nice Benz. She's taking his ugly ass to the beach, and she prepared all this stuff for his ass, and he gonna turn around and be rude. 1 minute he wants to get to know her. Basically, he just want a friendship, and he don't know how to step up him be a man. And when he see a good woman, he don't know how to deal with that situation. But also, Little Baby Tate, Sweet Baby Tate, whatever your name is, just calm down a little bit. Don't let a man get you upset where you gotta embarrass him in front of his friends, in front of everybody else, looking like you the problem, when you need to just be like, okay, take when a person show you who they are, believe them and keep it moving, keep it popping. Don't let nobody else mess up your emotion or your feelings and try to get you up out of your bag, for real, because it ain't worth it. And I know she feels like people, rappers that she date are trying to play games with her because she was more, popular than them. So she feels like, so she got to watch out for her back too, because guys be trying to use her out here in these streets. But when it comes to Guap 4000, you said he's a hoe. You said he acts like a pimp. Believe him. So that means he ain't going to be serious with you because he's trying to keep this image up. And then when he's with you alone, he wants to act like he your man and he love you. You don't need somebody that's bipolar in a relationship. I'm just talking about not the real bipolar, but just bipolar mood swings and shit like that. 1 minute in public we good, the next minute we ain't. Girl, move on. Lord have mercy. So we get to this situation where we're out here with Yandy and Mendeecees. They are happy right now. And, Mendeecees, he is so happy that he's actually out there to be able to play basketball with all his children. He got all his children under one roof because he is fresh out of jail. He's off of the ankle monitor bracelet. So now he is happy. He's feeling good. But also he's also feeling a certain type of way when it comes to Infinity, the young lady that Yandy adopted when she was on Love and Hip Hop New York. And so with that situation, they're having a conversation and basically it's not good at all. I was like, damn, I didn't even know that Infinity and Yandy wasn't on good terms, that this was like a situation, like what's going on? Like, so I'm hearing all this shit about Infinity, and then now Mendeecees out of jail, they're posting Christmas pictures and shit like that without Infinity there. And Yandy basically says Infinity did not want to be there. Oh, thank you so much, Dark Energy 17. Thank you so much. Keep it up. You are so sweet. I appreciate you for that. Thank you. What's up, Mo? How you doing? What's going on, Felicia Butler? Girl, Felicia Butler, you right on time, girl. You always on time, baby. All of you guys are always on time. Hey, Norma Figueroa. I noticed that Erica changed as soon as they got married, but there is no reason for him to treat her the way he is. Especially like when you dating a dude, that's one thing when you get pregnant. But when you married, even though if he's not happy, the baby's here, she's not going to have an abortion. It's too late for that. That's why he asked her how many weeks she is. So you just gonna have to roll with the punches. But Erica, the reason why she's scared too as well, because she didn't do her due diligence either to make sure she couldn't basically that if there was a mistake that happened, she didn't do what she did to make sure that she didn't get pregnant. Maybe she don't believe in birth control pills. I don't know why Safaree won't put on a condom and wrap it up, especially if he's the one that's really totally against having kids. So, these people they be complaining and doing the dumb shit and angry, but they know what one another wants. She wants more kids, he don't. And she probably thinks that she needs to have another kid because she didn't want to get too older and have difficulties having a baby. But Safaree was like, he feels like he's 40 and to him the 40 is the new 20. So he don't want to do what he needs to do and he wants to wait a while. But Erica feeling like, she want to keep him there too as well. But she could not think having a baby was gonna keep that man, because oh my goodness, it's like he despised taking care of a kid and being responsible, like Lord. And so we get to the situation with Mendeecees and Yandy, and I was just like, damn, I didn't even know that this was going to be this bad. Like, I didn't even know that the situation turned out so bad with Infinity. So Infinity, she's off in college and things of that nature. And so when Mendeecees got out, he posted a picture basically celebrating Christmas with his family, and Infinity was not there because she was at college. But then she says to Yandy that she felt like she wasn't really invited. She felt like Yandy was telling her what she was doing, and then Mendeecees posted a picture to Instagram, and it almost seemed like she wasn't a part of the family. Well, Mendeecees doesn't know her, and basically he's not really trusting of her too as well. And if she threatened to go to the blogs, if she threatened, to tell all on Yandy Mendeecees, because she's probably hurt, number one, and then number two, she probably felt like when Mendeecees got out, Yandy didn't need her no more for comfort, or to be like her little big daughter or her little baby sister, or be like a friend to her. And it just seems like when time got hard that she was abandoned by Yandy, and that's how she feels about the situation. But in any event, Yandy explains, to Mendeecees that when he posted this picture, this really made her feel a certain type of way, because it made her feel like she wasn't a part of the family, that she was absentee. And so she had to spend Christmas with her regular family, and she wasn't really feeling Christmas with her regular family. But in this situation, it's a double-edged sword. You got to be very careful, because once, first of all, Mendeecees just got out of jail. He's a criminal. He's a felon. That's number one. He's on house arrest. He got this shit going on. He don't want to deal with no other kids that ain't his, that biological his, because he got a bunch of kids. But he got to understand that Yandy created a relationship with this young lady 4 years ago. And then also, you got to be careful too as well, because, she's a young girl. She's, 17 or 8. She's 18 now. I don't think she might be bisexual, because Yandy described her relationship with this other girl, but she didn't say it was a girl, but we'll get into that situation at the same time. So then, you gotta be careful of whether, she might be attracted to, Mendeecees. Mendeecees could be attracted to her. Not saying that anything that would happen like that, but that's a possibility. I think Mendeecees knows better, and I think the young lady knows better too as well, but you don't know. And if any type of rumors or allegation comes out about that, people are most likely going to believe that Mendeecees did want that young girl, and then also some women might feel that a young girl that's not theirs biologically, and they didn't raise from since they was an infant, might also be considered a threat. You don't know how, secure people are inside. And then at the same time, like, you really have to watch the situation. She got a big house, she got all these kids, so she would have to make sure that she monitor her husband and this young lady, because now they're first coming in to meet each other. But at the same time, you can't abandon the girl and just throw her out. Like, it was so easy for Yandy to say deuces, and we have seen Yandy mother girls on Love and Hip Hop and then say deuces to them when shit gets hard. So, you got situations of that nature. But in any event, it is what it is. So, and at the same damn time, if the young lady's already talking about, she's going to put out a book and she's going to expose, Yandy and Mendeecees and all of the other stuff, you got to be careful, because at the same time, she can hurt your bread and your butter and your brand. And then you be like, you ain't even my biological. So it's easy to toss you quicker than I would toss my own kid. Because if you look at Kirk Franklin, he had to toss his son to the streets. It is what it is, you got to be careful. Kirk Franklin had to toss his own son to the streets, and this ain't even their biological, it's just sad too as well, because at the same time, you don't know the mentality of the young girl, because you didn't raise her, but you raised her in her later years in life. But at the same time, she's been through tough times and tough situation, or abuse, or molestation. You got to be very careful of how you play the situation when you integrate both of them. But we find out later on that's a party that came in between. But at the same time, do you throw your daughter to the streets just because she's dating somebody bad? Lord. Hey, Messy Vlogs 21. I am watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta night right now. Virgin Islands. That's what I have been saying. Daniel, wait a minute, Yandy, you can't just give a child just because she's not an attitude. She is your daughter now. No refunds. I know, but if you work in the child care system, if you work with children, or you work with adolescents, and if you work in, foster care, you work in group homes, or you're a counselor or a clinician, you know what I mean? Like, you see a whole lot of shit. You know, and the shit that I have seen, you wouldn't believe. You know what I mean? Like, yo, these kids will lie on your motherfucking ass. They will lie. They would tear your life apart. I've seen this shit over and over and over. And then there are some that are just so much sweethearts. A lot of the kids that I used to, you know, counsel, you know, I'm still involved in their life. And this is going on 25 years. You know what I mean? 20 years. Like, I'm still involved in their life. There's some that, you know, is everything. But then when you start threatening the bag, you know, Yandy gonna listen to Mendeecees, but you are too funny for that, Daniels. That was just too funny. What's up, Tony? How you doing? What's up, Monique Hill? You're too funny for that. You're too funny for that. Ooh-wee. And so we get back to the situation when it comes to Yung Baby Tate. She done, you know what? She need to bury his fucking face in the sand. His little ignorant ass. She done drove out there to pick his little walking ass up and take him to the beach. She got coolers, she got food, she got chairs, she got blankets. She got all types of shit. And this motherfucker is gonna sit here and try to play her in public like, oh, she asked him to come to Jamaica. See, he don't know what a real woman is. Or he already got another woman. That could be the situation, Yung Baby Tate, or he don't appreciate you, or he feels like you should look a different way, or you should look another way. Yes, you know what you want, so basically you're trying to let him know what you want. So now when a woman's direct and she's nice and she's sweet and she's showing you what she wants and she wants to take you on trips, you're gonna treat her like shit. But you said he's a hoe. But even hoes like nice trips to Jamaica, you know what I mean? Like, he's an ignorant ass hoe. For real. Guap 4,000. I'm gonna listen to your music just to find out where your mind at. I'm gonna mess around and listen to your music. Thank you so much, Miss T. I appreciate that. So, you know, she done did all that. You know, she done came from Atlanta. She's in she ain't in no relationship. She's in a relationship with herself. She's in a relationship with a thought, because this man is single. Only time that he is thinking about her is when she's right in front of his face. That's what he's trying to play. But he could be trying to act hard and all this other stuff. Let him act hard and miss out what it is. You know what I mean? You ain't trying to take him for money. This is a woman that's not trying to get him for money or trying to use him for money. She got her own money. She got her own clout. She got her own fame. She's doing what she's supposed to do. And men be acting like they want a woman like this, and to be direct and tell them how they feel and be sweet, be nice, be romantic. And she's doing all that shit, and he's being ignorant, you little ignorant motherfucker. But in any event, so we get back to the situation. I was like, look at Brittany B. Remember Brittany B from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? OMG, she lost like 1,000 pounds. I did not know who she was. When she said, that's my girl, Brittany B, I was like, I only know one Brittany B. I was like, that ain't her. Because she didn't look like that on Love and Hip Hop New York. I mean, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. She didn't look nothing like this. I didn't know who this girl. I had to go research her. And yes, that is Brittany B. You know, the one that got into, you know, that was getting into it with A1 and Lyrica. And also, you know, she was trying to fight Lyrica when at the restaurant and things of that nature. I wonder how her mother's doing. And you know, so so anyway, Yung Baby Tate, she's having a get together little party. She basically asks, you know, this dude Guap 4,000, basically, let's get together. I bring my friends, you bring your friends, and we can be friends. You know, she even knows Biggie lines. You know, what you gonna do when you got a young girl that know Biggie Smalls line? You be like, you know, she's really about this life. No respect. So anyway, she goes and have a party with this dude. He is totally disrespectful. You know, basically talking about, you know, when you bust something wide open, why post it on the internet? Basically talking about he ain't going to Jamaica. They're playing a game. Instead of being an intelligent, decent young man with a motherfucking brain, he gonna try to tell her, I ain't going to Jamaica. You know, basically to be rude and disrespectful like she ain't shit. But that's alright. You gonna meet one that gonna have 18 babies by you, take all your money, stress you out, and you gonna be out here writing hateful lyrics day in and day out. And you know, because you got a good one and you dogging her out, and you gonna meet your maker. That's what happens. And then you gonna say we bad women. But when you get a good one, You want to shame her. So anyways, move on. Young Baby Tate. Young Baby Tate talking about she thinks she wants to be Beyonce and Jay-Z with him. And Brittany B said, do you think Guap 4000 is a Jay-Z? I was like, Lord have mercy. So he is just rude. And they be talking about us women and us black girls. And this black girl is doing the do. You see that bag? You see that brown paper bag? She brought a whole village with her to the beach for this dude. He didn't bring shit. He just hopped his dirty ass jeans, t-shirt wearing, gold chain, sweating ass, hat to the back, ass to the beach, and that's it. He didn't do nothing. She got fruits, vegetables, all types of shit. Disrespectful. I can't stand a disrespectful mother sucker. But in any event, that's the situation. Then we get Erica Mena. I still don't have no idea how Safaree doesn't know that she's pregnant. Safaree basically just feels like he has no idea, because we find out they ain't even sleeping in the same bed every now and then. So she brings Jamaica to Safaree, like she got the Jamaican food, she got the chairs and everything. You see how big that house is? You see all that shit? The house is beautiful. The house is huge. And I don't even know how she is, doing everything in that house with all them kids up and down. Where is the elevator, girl? But you know what? You got to be careful with elevators and small children. So in any event, she got Spice there, the princess is there. What do they call her? The king of dance hall. She's there, and she wants Erica Mena, and she wants, Safaree to work out. Girl, I don't know. If it's not really for TV, this shit ain't gonna work out. If this is for TV, then it's going to work out, because we have seen what Ray J and Princess has put out there in the media. They're breaking up, they're getting divorced. Ray J's cheating, Ray J's on drugs. We had Princess going to the blog. She even went to Tasha K. And the next thing you know, they're back together shooting shows, doing pilots together, all types of stuff. So who knows if this is the same way, the same thing that Erica Mena and Safaree perfect their game with playing games. I don't know. But in any event, so she basically was thinking of her husband, you know what I mean? And did all this for him, and look at these ladies, they're doing all this shit for these guys, and they don't. Safaree was like, oh my god, like this is what I'm talking about, bringing the spice back to the relationship. Two beautiful women coming, putting a bandana around, blindfolding me. We're about to get kinky, about to get freaky. I was like, Safaree, what are you thinking? Safaree, like, we're about to get in the bed. I believe both Safaree and Erica Mena are equally disgusting. Lord have mercy. Spice and all those colorful wigs. I can't do it again this season. Lord. JR is queen of dancehall, not king of dancehall. I meant to say queen, but thank you very much, JR. I appreciate that. Oh my God, Safaree is so annoying and just insensitive and careless. Felicia Butler, he washed his face and nuts with the same towel over the skin ass snitch. Lord, Brittany B is like a Black China prodigy. She's all silicone. I didn't know who she was. Messy Vlogs, I did not know who she was. I was like, who? I was like, that's Brittany B. She lost 1,000 pounds, got a new face. I was like, that's really her. She even looked younger. I'm like, what? JR, no spice slander will be tolerated. Listen, we ragtag everybody. We talk about we don't have no allegiance. We don't have no alliance. We don't have no favoritism. So if you got a favorite and you don't want to hear nothing negative about them, I'm the wrong place to be. I'm definitely the wrong place to be, because I would ragtag. Right now, Spice ain't a part of the conversation because she wasn't really on the show that much. LA, my peeps squad. What's up, girl? How you doing, LA? What's up, LA? How you doing? Chocolate Capricorn. How you doing? Safaree is a better male. You're too much. Safaree has been right since Nikki. Come on. And then she had a baby. You already know he feels a certain type of way. But he was thinking about there'll be some freaky tonight. He was thinking about we're about to be get freaky. Lord have mercy. But he's happy. He was like, this is the favorite thing in the world. He was like, this is Jamaica. I love Jamaica the most. The dancing, everything. He loved the picture of himself. This is everything I love. Jamaica, music, everything. He was talking about everything he loved. And then he finally added Erica Mena, into the situation and basically said he loved her for what she was doing, for him. And basically, so she did, like, she went out for him. She went all the way up. Look at that hot tub, baby. Why can't they get along? They got a hot tub. They got a pool. Baby, I would never be upset, or just jacuzzi or whatever the case is. But in any event, he's happy. He's appreciating it and everything. Spice tore the thing up. Them girls were dancing their ass off. When I say was dancing, I was like, there was some ass shaking, ass movement. They was doing the splits, legs up to the ceiling. I was like, Lord, they when I say they spread it and boom, boom, pow, boom, boom, pow, I was like, Lord, I need to go dancing. They were doing it. Safaree's just so happy. He's so appreciative of the situation. And then Erica Mena, basically, he's so happy. He was like, we're getting back to where we was. I feel like we're getting back to a better spot because Safaree is basically saying since the baby came that they haven't had any fun time. They haven't had any me time. It's just been crazy. It's just been off the chain. And he just really can't deal with it at all. And so now that they went out, with the other couples, Bambi, Scrappy, and who else? What's her name? Kirk, Rasheeda, and them, it basically felt good, like they was out there and everything. And so he just thinking like they're getting back to things and, having this, this little celebration for his birthday or just celebrating him was so good. But, when she showed him the sonogram, I was like, Lord, his face just dropped. Like he didn't really want to say nothing. He was just like, what? And she's just like, damn. And he already talked about early in the episode that he wanted a vasectomy. I was like, damn. Like, Lord, that's the worst feeling. It's like, damn, that's my husband. And it's like, damn, he didn't pretend. He was just disappointed and everything. Like, he ran away like someone stole his ice cream money. No discussion. It almost felt like he felt like she did it on purpose, that she got pregnant on purpose and she didn't tell him. But he basically said that they're so distant that they don't sleep in the same bed, that he was like, how could I not know she was pregnant? Because they really, be going through some things. Lord, oh my God, like that man was mad. That shit hurts. Like when you tell a dude that you just dating or somebody you just had a one night stand with or just been sleeping with for a week or two that you pregnant, you're supposed to feel like she feel, but that's her husband. They live together. They got a house together, baby. Shit, he was not happy at all. And I don't know if he made it absolutely clear. Safaree, if you didn't want to have another child, you should have made it clear to Erica that you did not want to have another child. You was not ready for that. You can't do that. It would destroy the relationship. You should have said, asked her if she will get on birth control pills. Tell her that you're going to always use protection because you are at fault too. Both you are at fault. And Erica Mena never said she didn't want another child. She wanted another child. And she got it. And this, if you ever thought a baby was gonna keep a man, oh baby, this situation wasn't going to happen like that at all. Shit. He's not feeling it at all. He looked at her like, what? How long have you been pregnant? How many weeks are you pregnant? Like, he is just really upset. And he was just like, damn, I can't believe this. He just feels like defeated. He just feels like the world is over. And I was like, damn, your son is going to watch this. He's going to see this. Well, at least he's going to get the true emotion, the true feeling from you. Because, baby, first, Safaree was like, I could see us fighting for her. And he was like, having a baby, because Erica, it's just so hard. We just, we got past the first year and things are just starting to lighten up just like 5%, just a tad bit. And then once Erica put that baby on him and showed him the sonogram, Safaree was just like, damn. He was just, it was like he was broken. Like, and he said, how many months are you? Did he ask her how many months, how many weeks is she? For what reason did he want to know? Just because he wanted to know? Just because he wanted to know if she can go have a procedure? Or he wanted to count, the last time he slept with her? It just feels like he is just upset. Like, he's just done. He don't want to say shit. Like, that shit gotta hurt. He put his hand over his face. He just like, he's like, this is the worst thing ever. But Erica Mena did get an apology from Safaree when he tweeted that the biggest mistake he ever made was marrying Erica. He got an apology. He apologized to Erica for that. But he's just like, damn, like, he didn't give a damn how she felt. How you doing? How's the baby feeling inside? How's your body doing? Nothing, no conversation. She said that he don't want to sleep in a bed with her because he don't want to discuss the problems. It's like, he just want... Yo, it's just like he want to set that house on fire. Yo, I'm trying to tell you. Then he jumps on his bike. He got his bikes out there, his dirt bikes and shit like that. He can't jump on them no more because you heard what Erica did to him. She poured paint inside all his motorcycle vehicles. All of them, his dirt bikes, his four-wheelers. She poured paint inside the engine. They are no good. And he's basically asking the courts to, have her pay for it. And let me tell you one thing about this situation too as well. What really pissed me off about this is Safaree jumped on. He just walked away like, damn. He just bounced. And let me tell you, Safaree, if Safaree and Erica are making this shit up and they're doing it for TV, that's one thing. They're going to get back together. But if this shit is real, Safaree might not be coming back. Because once a man can get up the gumption and the galls to leave his wife and his children and then feel okay with the shit, that makes him okay to just be a fatherless father, not be around, just be, sometimes it gives him the okay that I can still be a father to these kids, or I can still be in these kids' life, but I don't want the 24-hour responsibility. And once a man can walk away from that, and then once he does, and he don't feel the guilt, he ain't coming back. So I don't know how bad their relationship was, but, this man totally just gave up on this relationship. It's just like he don't even want it no more. It's like he's sleeping in a different room. Like, why? Like, you should have got divorced a year ago. If you feeling like this, like, damn, like, why stay somewhere you don't want to be? Like, for real, do a press conference, do what you do, Safaree. But damn, he done jumped on this bike and he just, not talk about anything. He just left because he just like, I ain't never seen somebody hear news like that most people will be happy to hear. Especially, like, you not broke. You know what I mean? This is your second child. You got a boy and a girl, but maybe he don't want it with Erica. I don't know. But what else pissed me off about this situation is when he jumped on these goddamn mopeds, there was a house across the street, and there was houses up and down the street. Like, Lord, I hope these are other people's vacation houses. Could you imagine living across the street from people that got these goddamn mopeds and they ride them up and down the street? Like, yes, I'ma complain. I don't want to hear your dirt bikes, your motorcycle. I don't want to hear your extra muffler with all the ram me up. Like, why they gotta be so goddamn loud? I'd rather hear music than a goddamn dirt bike, because them shits are so loud and they go through the TV, they go through the music, they just go, even if you have your house, insulated very well. Listen to me complain. All Jamaican men like that, Lord. He just got up and he just walked away. He was like, I don't give a damn. I was just like, damn. That is some foul shit. Then we get down to, the situation with Yandy. So Yandy basically tells us, that Infinity was involved with an older woman. Because she didn't say woman, but she said you was involved with someone that really messed up our relationship. And I asked you to choose between us and that older person that you was involved with. Yandy said that person was very toxic that Infinity was with. And basically used to leave Infinity in a hotel room watching the babies while that person would go out to the strip club and shake their ass. So from that clues, I'm assuming it's a woman. And, Infinity gives them vibes, you know what I mean? But in any event, I was like, damn, so how did she end up was she living with you when she got with this woman, or what was going on? Did she get with this woman while she was in college, or she wasn't in college then, but now she's in college? Like, what's going on? How did this person infiltrate in your life? And so basically, allegedly, this person that Infinity was involved with basically was telling Infinity that, you know what, we can do it. We can expose Yandy on Instagram. We can expose her on Twitter. And Yandy said the woman wanted to call DCYF, wanted to call Child and Family Services and get her children removed and spread rumors and things of that nature. So Yandy told her, Infinity, like, you either come home with me, or you go with that person. You're gonna lose your family. So Infinity, being young, being 17 years old, being manipulated and probably getting some ass. And this young lady was a stripper. She already got kids, so she probably bust Infinity wide open. You know what I mean? And so Infinity chose the girl. Most kids do. Because I remember when I was 17, my mother told me, and my father said, it's either us or him. I chose him. I left the house for one day and I came back home. I was like, it's too hard out here in these streets. I ain't trying to do all these responsibilities. I had my own job. I was working. I can keep my whole paycheck. If I was living with him and trying to build something, it was just going to be too difficult, too much, strife. I was like, I had to let him go a little bit, you know what I mean? He was just in love, but the dude wasn't trying to tell me, to hurt my family, or my family ain't shit or nothing like that. He just loved me and wanted me to be with him. But this person that Infinity with is basically trying to put her up against, the woman that got the bank, that got the cheddar. Like, Infinity, you should have been smart enough too as well. I was smart enough. I went back home the next day like, nah, I'm going home where it's comfortable. I want to watch TV. I want to lay in my bed. I just want to have fun. When I cash my check on Friday, I want it all to come to me. Like, like, what's going on in this situation? So this is just, but Yandy, at the same, so I can understand Yandy basically, feeling that way. But Infinity basically said, so when Infinity was in college, I don't believe that she was in that toxic relationship with that woman anymore. But the problem is, when she called Yandy and asked what Yandy was doing for Christmas, Yandy said, oh, we're cooking, we're doing this, we're doing that. Oh, you can come if you want to, or oh, come down, or something like that. It wasn't like, oh, I want to see you, I miss you. So Infinity felt like Yandy, abandoned her. And Infinity made a big mistake when it came to, this young woman that she was dating. And this young woman was, basically brainwashed her. And so now Yandy and now Mendeecees don't want shit to do with Infinity. Basically, right now, Mendeecees is saying like, yo, listen, Mendeecees was like, yo, I don't want her to come to the crib. I don't want her to come to the house, because I don't want to be walking around my house in eggshells. I don't want to be worried about if she's going to tell Twitter, tell, IG, do anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, so basically they're feeling a certain type of way, because usually, kids will cause drama in your house, throw shit around, yell, run around, get the neighbors, wake up the neighbors or whatever. But today they can go on Instagram Live, they can go on YouTube Live, Twitter Live, TikTok, and expose your whole building and your whole world and everything. And then the shade room might pick it up, on site might pick it up, neighborhood talk might pick it up. You never know who might pick it up and talk about it. Shit, I might pick it up and talk about it. So, Yandy and Mendeecees trying to be careful in the situation, but I don't think they shouldn't have just threw her to the wolves like that. And so when, but at the same time, girl, you ain't blood, so you got to think about it. I ain't even need, Infinity basically said that if I was your other daughter, if I was this, you wouldn't have did me like that. No, she wouldn't have, because they know where, she wouldn't have did that, because that's her blood. They would have been fighting, arguing, trying to work it through, because she's going to believe that how she installed values into her daughter, into her children, and she raised them from birth, that basically she would have some influence over them. But since you're not her biological, you know what I mean, and she has kids, some people that do adopt kids that don't have kids treat the kids like they're biological. And also people that do have kids and then adopt kids treat them like they're biological too as well. But in this situation, Yandy said, bye-bye, see you later. And you know, a lot of people was calling out Yandy, saying basically she just used this girl for a storyline. This was when the girl first came on Infinity. And a lot of people went coming after Yandy, saying that, oh, you just used that girl, you threw her out like that. I just think Yandy should have stayed consistent in her life. You know, so Infinity basically said, you threw me to the wolves, you threw me back to my grandmother's house. You know, I think Yandy should have brought the kids to go see her, try to have family time, and just basically kept, you know, none of the family business, gave any information of the family business. Talk to the kids, said don't talk about what going on in the house, what I'm doing for you, what I'm buying for you, what Mendeecees said, or nothing. Just kept it, you know, let's have fun time, but basically checking on her and making sure that she's all right. I don't know if Yandy helped her pay for college. I don't know if Yandy, you know, did, you know, just told her you choose one and basically just stop messing with her. We seen Yandy do this shit before, but at this time and point, the girl was threatening her family, but at the same time she was under the influence of that gushy, ushy, and she was under the influence of that old WAP. She had some old WAP, but now she's not with the girl. And so the young lady said to Yandy, so you just gonna throw me to the wolves like that? And Yandy said yes. Yandy said yes, Lord. These kids, you know, when you adopt them and they went through trials and tribulation, you really have to be ready to face and deal with everything that comes with them, because they've been through so much and they see things totally different than you do. And they have a different philosophy. You're going to have to change their philosophy too as well. And they may pick a partner that is the worst ever just so maybe you can pay them some attention. Or they could feel like, oh, I can be loved. No, you're not the only person that loves me. Somebody else loves me. You know, so it really takes, you really have to be invested all the way. And you really have to have the right support to be able to actually adopt kids and deal with a child like this. But yo, did she adopt her? She just told her bounce. And Mendeecees, I don't think Mendeecees is here for the little girl. And I think Yandy said, you know what, I don't gotta deal with this shit. I got my other kids. Which is sad all the way. Threatening the family. Who do she think that Yandy is going to choose? The family. Messy Vlogs 21. This girl had too many problems and Yandy did not understand her trauma. Amen. Messy Vlogs. This is how she's playing Yandy back with disloyalty and running to the vlogs. Yes. At Chocolate Capricorn, facts, God is going to pay a lot of people a visit for carrying on like this. Ooh, wee, Miss T, facts, you always want to be grown into you. Or I'm telling you, when I had my little spark, I came back home. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this shit. Yes, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. The phone lines are open. I think that's it, really. I did like this episode. I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of feeling this shit. You know, I didn't think I was. Like, at first I started watching. I was like, oh, man, this is going to be a disappointment. And it really wasn't a disappointment. Even if I know that some of them are probably lying. But it wasn't a disappointment. It was actually pretty entertaining. And then it brought me back to, you know, when I was a young girl. And my mama and my daddy said, you either choose us or him. And I said, I'm leaving. Shit, the next day I went back home. I went home. I was like, nah, I can't do this shit. I was like, yo, I was thinking about shit in the refrigerator. I was thinking about my outfits, my clothes. I was like, yeah, I'm going home. I'm going home. But, you know, you can understand that the young lady was being manipulated, and the girl that was out there dancing and was a stripper and had the kids and shit, you know, she wasn't about nothing, because she had the 17-year-old girl staying in a hotel while she go out there stripping. She just basically dropped that ooh wee on her. And you know, and they thinking, you know, some people plot, you know, when you're next to somebody that got money or next to somebody that's a celebrity, and basically try to build a career out of exposing you, you know, or get some money or get some clout, because today, you know, clout is more important than money for a lot of people. And that's the shame. of it all. That is the shame of it all. But this was actually, a pretty decent episode. This was a pretty decent episode. So the phone lines are open. If anybody want to call in, let me know what's on your mind. Tell me your thoughts and tell me what you think about the situation. I talked about Lamar Odom and Karlie Redd too as well. Like, they haven't slept together. None of that shit went on. Do you guys believe Karlie Redd didn't sleep with Lamar Odom? Do you guys believe that or no? And do you think Mendeecees likes infinity? Do you think Mendeecees even wants infinity around the house? I don't think so. I think he got too many kids. And if there was any allegations against him, people will believe it all the way. Some people will, because the situation is what Mendeecees is, his background. And then plus he got all them kids. He got mad kids by a lot of, different women. You know what I mean? So, they'd be like, oh. And at the same time, we don't know how secure Yandy feels too as well. But we know that, Infinity, I don't know if she's pansexual, is she fluid, is she bisexual. But the last relationship that I know of that Yandy said that she was with, a woman. That's what it sounded like to me. So I don't even know what the hell Erica's going to do, what Safaree's going to do. This is just really a sad situation. Like, damn. Oof. Like, sad all the way around. Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's your name and where you calling from? Hello? I thought I heard the phone ring. I know, I guess they called by accident. Who knows? But what about Safaree talking about he want a vasectomy for real? Is he really that serious that he don't want kids at all? That he was thinking about getting a vasectomy? What's going on with that situation? Like, this man is... So, was he devastated really? Or is he acting? This is the shit that I don't get, because he's been around Ray J and Princess long enough. But one thing I will say is at least the cast members of the guys respect him more on this show. They didn't respect him that much in New York. They didn't respect him that much and Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Like, they play games with him. But when it comes to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, it seems like they're showing them some love. And it seems like, Yandy and Safaree are good, because, on Love and Hip Hop New York, they wasn't good. But I really didn't see Yandy and Erica Mena actually have a conversation. Safaree was screaming Yandy's name. I know that must have pissed, that might have, got under Erica Mena's skin a little bit. But whatever, I don't know what's going on, but this man is just like, he is too through and done with Erica. Like, how you just gonna toss her to the side? I don't know what was going on in that house. He said she slammed doors, she do this, and he took off. I think he took off really to make a bag, tell you the truth. And now it fuels the storyline. Like, what Safaree doing now is going perfectly with the storyline on the show. So, Lord, if it's a storyline, please let the kids know when they get older. Because if not, this is a sad situation. What's up, Abso? How you doing? What's good with you? Linda, her little girl Fast Tail chose an older dude and thinking the grass is greener on the other side. She's going to learn real quick. I had to tell my daughter about dating dudes older than her, 2 years above her. I feel you. He is childish, Linnell. Hey, what's up? What's going on? How you doing? What's going on, Abso? Clearly, it's a story like Safaree would never get a vasectomy in real life. I know, Lord have mercy. I know, but I really like Yung Baby Tate. I don't know, I'm gonna check out her music. I haven't heard her music, but I like Yung Baby Tate. I love what she's giving. Like, she's not like she has some class. She's a rapper. We probably gonna see her pop that thing or do something. But the way that she's being introduced is really nice. I like her, and I also like Omeretta, or whatever her name. Omeretta. I like her too as well. I like the energy that they give on the show. Like, they ain't trying to be like all that. Like, they ain't trying to like bust it down, bust it open, be all, fighty and all that other stuff. All that negative image that ain't all of us. They're really, I'm probably going to say, oh, look what they did, a couple of weeks ago. But so far, them introducing us being introduced to them is okay. I'm missing the OGs. I don't know where my OGs at. Where my OGs at? Like, damn, where's Momma Dee? Where's Bambi Mama? You know, where's Rasheeda Mama? I'm like looking for that. Where is Tokyo Vanity? She's not an OG, but damn, where is she? You know? And who else am I missing? I'm missing some of my... I am good. Missing you, sis. Miss you too. I hope you had a wonderful week, and I hope all of you guys have a beautiful week. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I really do appreciate it. I really kind of like... Okay. Let me see. Okay, we got a comment. Let's see. I got Tony on my phone. I want to play Tony. What song is it? It's Whatever You Want by Tony. I was chilling, y'all. I was acting up today, baby. I was doing too much. Okay. All right. I don't know. Okay. This message, let's see. Okay. So, oh no, it's a personal message, I guess. But it's somebody in the chat. So anyways, that's it. Any phone calls? Anybody want to drop a dime? Like, so what do you guys think about Frankie? Like, I was like, I can't believe Frankie passed away. Like, it was just so sad. And then, you know, we lost Biz Markie too as well. I'm just like, damn, it's a whole lot going on. But please keep my family in prayer. You know, I got my babies going out the country. I am so scared, y'all. I'm so scared. I don't want them to leave, but I can't make them stay. So I don't even want to rest. I don't even want to go to sleep. I'm just so like, I'm just like, I can't believe I don't want them to go out of the country. Not right now. Why not next year? Why now? Yes, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Okay, Miss T. Clearly, it's a storyline Safaree would never give. That was really funny, though. Tony, where is Tokyo or Jessica Dime? Yeah, I don't know where Jessica Dime at. I don't know where Tokyo's at. I don't know what. Hey, Hutchison, where are they going to? I don't know. Pray. Yes, I need my OGs. I'm like, where they at? Jamaica? What's going on? Like, yeah, where's my OGs? I need them too. But it was nice. It was kind of, you know, cool to watch Yung Baby Tate, you know, to just watch her. I don't like the blonde wig. She needs to take that shit off. But other than that, I do like her attitude. And I just like the way she presented herself. And, you know, talking about her family. Basically trying to open up to this dude and trying to tell Guap 4000 who she is. Basically, she's doing everything that men ask us to do. And she's a young woman. And then she's with a young man. And he basically, you know, is shitting on her. And she's doing the right thing. If she was out there shaking her butt and twerking in front of him, everybody been like, oh, she's doing too much. But she ain't even doing that. She's keeping it thorough with him. She's trying to build something with him while she's in Atlanta. And she just want to have something decent. She don't want to be with somebody that is a whore. But you know he's a whore because you said he's a whore. So you got to treat him like a horse. Whores don't like to be treated good. They like to be shitted on. So, you know, that's her first mistake. But she's trying not to do that. But so that was interesting. And Safaree, I just wanted to see what Safaree and Erica Mena was going to drop. So they haven't been sleeping in the same bed. And they haven't been sleeping together for a long time. And that's how he didn't even know that she was 20 weeks pregnant. Now, do you guys think Erica Mena knew that she was pregnant and she waited till, you know, he can't say anything about getting a procedure done? Because she said she had no clue that she was pregnant at all. So do you believe her or do you not believe her? I'm going to say I don't believe her. I think she's lying. I'm just going to keep it 100. I think she's lying. Virtuous woman, how you doing? What's going on? Graham, that girl can't and won't affect that family. Mendeecees is smart. They have adolescent kids. It's a known. Okay, thank you so much for that. Safe travels to... I know, baby girl. Thank you so much, Absol. I appreciate that. Linda, Tay seems too pressed to be with that guy, and he wasn't giving that same energy back. Facts all day, every day. They are all running to Zeus. I know. They are running to Zeus. She definitely is lying, Nada. Yes. Serrano, yes. I think she was lying. I think she definitely was lying. Felicia Butler, she's too messy. You know she lying. Okay, no. Jamaica said she's too messy. You know she lying. You know she lying. You know she's lying. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so Felicia Butler says the lies Erica are telling. I know. The lies Erica. So that's one of the reasons why I want to watch, just to see what Safaree does and how Erica's going to spin it, and how she's going to tell, and where I can figure out where Safaree's wrong and where Erica's wrong, and like what's going on in that situation, like what's really happening, like why is there such a division, like you only been married for 2 years, like damn, this is like Fallon and Simon situation. Is it the 2 years mark? Like after 2 years I'm gone? The problems with Kenya Moore and Mark Daly, 2 years, we're filing for divorce, but they're still married. So we're gonna see how this actually pans out. But now we know that they haven't been sleeping in the same bed together. Like how it's only 2 years and you guys ain't sleeping in the same bed. And Erica says it's because he doesn't want to face the facts. Does he not want to face the facts? Are you nagging him? Or are you worrying him? Are you giving him anxiety too as well when he's already nervous? When you guys got a pandemic going on, you got the 2 small children, you got the big ass property, you got the big ass house, and who knows who you guys owe money to. And then like if you want to lay up in bed and just hold on to your significant other, but if they're gonna turn around and start nagging you and questioning you, and it's just like you're gonna have an argument, how can you even go to bed? How can you even sleep? Because sometimes like when people force what they're feeling inside on you, that can bring turmoil at that moment, especially if you just want to go to bed, or we don't have a plan yet, but let's just chill out, let's just relax. Like we could talk about it another time. Is it every time they go to bed? So is every night they having problems? And this is why she's 23 weeks pregnant and he has no idea, because they had a good night off that Hennessy, that Remy, you know what I mean? And then boom, bada bing, he slid up in there, and then it went haywire. And Erica Mena was like, you know what? Ooh, I can feel it. Because sometimes you can feel when you kind of conceiving the baby. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can feel it. So I wonder if she knew and was like, oh, you ain't going nowhere. And the Safaree was like, oh, you think I ain't? I'm going back home to Jamaica. So it's just interesting to see what is going to happen with this situation. Every couple you mentioned should have been together from, every couple you mentioned should have not been together from the jump. Lord have mercy. Junior Paul, remember when Wendy mentioned they were going to do OnlyFans? They did. Money was tight, honey, baby. I know it was tight. And then they both jumped online and posted they made 40,000 stuff. I remember them posting the receipts of the money that they made on OnlyFans, and they was bragging about it. So that shit must be up shit creek. And Erica shit is up shit creek. Oh, I love you too, Jean. Thank you so much. Hey, Tuka, what's going on? Takara, what's going on? She's too pretty to always gets left. She's doing something crazy that we don't see. Well, we know what she's doing. We know Erica. We done seen her for years. And we find out that she's still harassing Sin Santana. Like, come on. If she's still harassing Sin Santana after all these years, that her and Sin ain't been together almost a freaking decade, and then she's out here, got a troll page. Allegedly, Erica hasn't spoke on the situation, but it's been revealed that Erica has a troll page, and she was leaving negative comments on Sin Santana's Instagram page. None of these people are my favorite people. When I can't pick a favorite one when it comes to Erica and Sin, you know what I mean? But in any event, we find out that, Erica Mena is out here trolling the girl, leaving all types of comments, and they been gone. You know what I mean? Like, how crazy is that? Like, that's some crazy shit. Like, if she's still harassing Sin and ain't been together in years, like, what do you think what do you think Safaree's going to get? What do you think he's going to go through? What do you think that she's going to do to Safaree? This shit has just begun. Like, she gonna drag all his ugliness out there, baby. She gonna drag anything out there, so he better be prepared. And you can't get no NDA on Erica Mena. That's not gonna happen. So she hasn't been with Sin Santana in years, and she was on her page trolling her. Like, why? Like, that tells you someone's crazy. Like, she can't let go. She see you doing good, she's coming for you. She was talking about, Sin Santana, only time she's interesting is when she's dating somebody. Other than that, she's not interesting, because Sin was popping a little bit because she was with Joe Buttons, and the shit was popping with him. He proposed to her. His podcast was doing good. He was going on tours. She was on Love and Hip Hop with Joe. Everything was so good. And Erica Mena was hating on her. Then Erica Mena was like, she knew that Joe was cheating on Sin, and he would bring the women. He brought one of the women to her house, in Safaree's house, and Erica Mena was throwing that shit up in her face. Sin's her ex-girlfriend. So if she's doing this shit, to Sin, and Sin has been gone, they both is choosing penis and eggplant right now. Why are you still messing with her, Erica? But Erica hasn't spoke on the situation yet. Sin Santana did speak on it. Sin said that she's not worried about it. She doesn't want to give life to the situation, and also that she just wants to focus on her song because her song is hot. So if Erica's doing that to this ex, and she ain't even got a kid with this girl, what do you think is going to happen to Safaree? Safaree is doomed, and then Safaree don't make it any better by doing the stunts that he's doing in public. You know what I mean? If anything, he should know how this shit is going to play out. Only reason why I think Safaree was in Jamaica was for a bag, but in any event, he should have had his mama, his sister, somebody there. He should have been on the other side of the hospital. He should have been IGing. He should have been on IG outside of the hospital, and basically was like, yo, I'm here. I want to know what's going on with my son. I'm here in support, but I don't want to be next to her because I don't want her to downgrade me. I don't want to fight with her. That the emotional stress is too much. So, he could play this game if he wants to. Instead of playing the game, dancing and having fun and all this other stuff, he can play the game where people will be like, oh, he's afraid of her. Or, he doesn't want to be in contact with her because it's a volatile situation, but he still loves his kid. But now all you see is, Safaree abandoned Erica Mena, and Safaree did it to himself. So therefore, he gonna get dragged too. So he's getting dragged. You know what I mean? Like, you should be better than that. Point blank period. You've been in this reality TV shit. You've been in Hollywood. You know how this game goes. You know how people try to get the media on their side. They get blogs on their side. They put posts out there. You know everything. So you know that this can go left unless he was absolutely shocked and surprised that Erica Mena was going to do this to him and say that he abandoned their child while the child is in the ICU or in the NICU, and she knew that he was going to Jamaica, for business. Now that's a whole nother story. He hasn't spoke on that. We just know he's suing Erica Mena. He doesn't want to press felony charges against her. Basically, he's suing her for damage of property because she broke their divorce agreement where she didn't supposed to damage any of his property, and he didn't supposed to damage her property. So is going down like that. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. So this is why I'm kind of intrigued, and I want to see what's going on with Bambi and Scrappy. I've been watching interviews with Scrappy, and I'm getting to understand Scrappy a little bit more. So now I want to understand what's going on with Bambi. Why is Bambi unhappy? Like, I kind of figured like she might be unhappy because, she wanted to be a bigger star than what she is, and she wanted to do music and things, and, she's taking a back burner, to Scrappy, and also being a mother at the same time. So it seems like she may have let her dreams fly away, and she might be miserable with that. But I want to see if she's going to actually talk like that, if that's actually the case. So, I just want to see and I always liked Bambi, but, she got on my nerves last season. And last season was like almost a year and change ago. No, I think it was before last season, when she was fighting with light-skinned Keisha, like, I didn't like why she was beefing with light-skinned Keisha, because I thought that Bambi was better than that when it came to light-skinned Keisha, you know? Erica is like Evelyn from Basketball Wife. Her history makes it so people don't empathize with her. I know, that's the case too as well, but at the same time, with Safaree, he should show up, and he should show that he's there. He should show that he's in a parking lot. He should show that his mama's there, his auntie's there, somebody's checking up on the situation. He hired somebody to be there, but I don't know if they got money like that. I don't know if the money's long like that anymore. But he should show that, because it just makes him look, very terrible. Especially if your child is fighting for their life and you somewhere turning it up. And then also watching him on the show, he just looks like he is so uninterested in the children. Like, how some people say, I don't really like children. I like your children, but I don't want my own children. That's how Safaree seems. And that's just bad. Like, boy, go get some counseling. Go get some help. Maybe he needs some therapy that he could be able. I think Safaree, thinks about himself and loves himself more. And I don't know if he was neglected or if he was abused or what the case is with him. But it's like, it's himself over everybody. And that's good to have, but not over your children. Not you become before your children. Your children are before you. And you should never, ever forget that. And so, and I don't know if he's not putting his children first, if it's just that his children are with Erica. And, it's a no-go with that situation. I agree. He should have been there, because that's his child regardless. Something, being in the parking lot, record yourself. I'm here, I don't want to be there, because she called the cop. She tried to get a court order for me not to be in the delivery room. I wasn't in the delivery room, but it's hectic, it's drama. I just can't deal with it. I can't take it, but I'm here. I'm downstairs. I'm on the other side of the hospital. Something like that, because I think at this point, as you see Erica destroy his property, destroy his stuff, and everybody says it's okay. Don't touch my shit. I don't want, I ain't never threw no shit at nobody's car, bust their window, scratch their car, whether, if it was somebody I was in a relationship with, or if I had beef with somebody. I never want to touch anybody's property, because I don't want nobody to touch my property. I don't want you to touch my car. I don't want you to kid. Like, when I get dents, I try to go get them fixed. Like, I want my shit looking clean. I want it to look nice. I want to roll down the street looking good, baby. I don't need you keying and scratching my shit up. I don't need none of that. Don't put no sugar in my tank. Don't put no flour in my tank. Don't put no paint in my tank. I don't do that to you. Don't do that to me. Don't cut up my goddamn shoes. Don't cut up my clothes. Don't put Clorox on. Like, I ain't never did that shit to nobody. But, because I don't want that shit done to me. And I would be distraught if he did that shit to my shit. So, but Erica Mena, she was like, oh, you want to party in Jamaica? She tore his shit up. Them bikes that we see him on, they don't work no more. Let's see if we can find the bikes again. Where's the bikes? Oh, say these bikes right here, baby. They don't work no more. All these bikes, we can get the whole picture. These bikes don't work no more. And the people in the comments, when I talked about this, they was like, he's lucky that they didn't blow it up. They said they would have blew his bikes up. Lord. Let's see right here. So he had like 5 bikes. He had the dirt bike. He got the 4-wheeler. And they don't work no more. They don't work no more. Okay. I think Baby got pregnant again to save her marriage. Scrappy, I think Bambi got pregnant again to save her marriage. Scrappy, he was checking out according to the family reunion show they did. Okay. Thank you for that, virtuous woman. And so that makes sense why she doesn't want him to go out and do the performances, because he's looking a little bit too much now. He got comfortable and he done lost weight. He done got himself back in shape. He got music out here in these streets, and now she's stuck home with babies after baby. So that makes sense, virtuous woman. Thank you for that. Mystical humanitarian. These people are so confused. I know, Jordan, I didn't have a yard sale with my ex stuff. I see that right there is better. I'd rather you sell my shit than to destroy it. Because either way it goes, at least it's not destroyed and I got to look at it. She said I sold my ex. And it all depends on what he did to you. Deborah Wheeler. Bambi is never happy about anything. Never has been. Always an attitude. Never seem happy. I'm picturing it as I'm reading it. I'm picturing Bambi's face. Like, when is she happy? And sometimes I don't know. I can't remember. When they got the new house, like, she's always mad at Mama. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right, Deborah. Miss T, what did Miss T say? You said bullseye, Miss T. I haven't been giving Bambi the side eye since she got in that hot tub. Oh, the side eye. Since she got into that hot tub with Kirk, baby. She was trying to get that bag. She ended up getting the bag from, I don't know. I don't know if it's a bag, but she got something from Scrappy. Junior Paul laughs. But thank you guys so much for coming through. I really do appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. Please check out Tony's channel. He's in the chat, and also make sure to check out Mo. She dropped a link for you guys, so check her out and show her some love too as well. Okay, so we have Lavender O'Byrne. Safaree needs a vasectomy. Ooh, baby. Linda. Bambi is another one who needs to get on some type of birth control. All hold on. I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. Hold on, let me find Bambi. Okay, so here we go. Linda. Bambi is another one who needs to get on some type birth control. All that just laying around, keep getting pregnant like that. Why she always so unhappy? She always pregnant. Sheesh. Oh Lord, yo, that she meant that. Linda meant that shit. What Linda just put right there, she meant that shit. Linda meant that. She said that's another one that needs to get on some type of birth control. Lord, I can't. I feel like I'm talking to my family members outside. Okay, I don't feel bad for Erica or the or the Bambi. Okay, y'all please excuse the typo. I am using a phone with the messed up crack screen. Don't worry about it. Girl, we ain't worried about none of that. You good in my book, baby. Blessing. What happened with Yandy Kid though? You gotta watch the video. You gotta go back. It's just a sad situation. But so what do you guys agree? Do you guys think that Yandy should have tossed, what's her name? Infinity to the streets, because Infinity, threatened to, have a tell-all about Yandy. You know what I mean? But she was under the influence of, an older woman that was dropping it down, or an older man, because Yandy never really said who the person was. Yandy said that, the older person used to leave Infinity in the hotel room with the babies while they go shake their ass for money. So I'm assuming that's a woman, right? I'm assuming it's a woman. So what do you guys think? You think Yandy should have, walked away from her adopted daughter like that? Basically throw her back to her grandmother's house because the adopted daughter was dating a person that was being manipulative towards her and telling her how to do this and how to do that. And also Yandy alleged that the crazy toxic girlfriend or boyfriend, threatened to call child family services. But if your shit is legit, Yandy, ain't child family services ain't coming for you. But, Yandy being involved in protesting and being involved with all these different organizations to help, in racism and injustice, she might thought that she had to play her role right. And then Mendeecees just getting out of jail. I know Mendeecees don't really like the girl because his mama don't like the girl. Discernment. I saw Infinity yesterday in real life. How's she doing? Is she doing good? Sunflowers. If she not obeying her, then yes. If you live in someone's house, you abide. If you live in someone's house, you abide by their rules. Facts. Oh yeah, little mama would have to go. Unfortunately, Jordan said little mama. She said little mama. Oh my god, you guys are too funny. She said little mama would have to go. Lord, I haven't heard that in a minute. Unfortunately, having children killed the romance for both of these couples. Parenthood is no joke and takes real love and patience, tons of it, not lust. Wait at least 5 years before having kids. Facts all the way. Straight 8 promotions. Facts. Miss T, did the neighbors put sugar in the bike a gas tank? I know. I would have probably did it. But no. Erica Mena, she put alleged, well, he filed court documents. You know, Safaree filed court documents and basically said that, you know, Erica Mena poured paint, like paint, regular paint inside the engine. Yo, for real, like, it's a huge property, but Safaree rode through the grass, jumped onto the street, and as he's riding on the street, you can see all the other neighbors' houses, and then he had the four-wheeler going up in the air, you know, cranking that engine. Like, dude, I don't want to live next to you. I don't want, you know, if I'm paying all that money to live in that community, and I got to deal with a motherfucker like you riding that shit up and down the street, ride that shit in your yard, in the backyard, in the woods. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm tired of you motherfuckers. Let me stop. But I do like four-wheelers, and I do like dirt bikes, and I do ride them, but I ride them out in the woods, where in the wilderness, where it doesn't bother anybody's homes or loud noises. Okay, sunflower, butterflies, I can't believe it. Don't play with a Scorpio woman. Yes, you can. Miss T, Yandy has this planned out. Remember what her mother-in-law told her last season's facts. Willer, we love you, girl. Love you too. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for coming through. Please like the video. Please share the video. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for your support. And thank everybody that came through. Thank you moderators too as well. Thank you Peep Squad. And thank you everybody in the chat that came through. I do appreciate you. Thank you Tammy Brown. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that too as well. You guys have a blessed day. And thank you so much. Baby, please pray for me because I'm worried about my babies. They going overseas. Lord, help me, Jesus. I don't even know if I'm going to even go. I don't even know if I'm going to even come on a computer tomorrow. I don't know. I might be on this bitch crying tomorrow. Good night. Thank you, LSW. I might be on this bitch crying. Much love, peace, and blessings to all my peeps and my peoples. You guys stay happy, stay positive, stay wise, stay woke. Much love to each and every one of you, and thank you for your support. Thanks. Peep Squad!